Hey guys, Amit here for Advices Media. This is the day 2 of the 5-day challenge. That's a series of video reviews wherein we are reviewing a specific smartphone for a 5-day period. In this second stage or the day 2, we have actually tested the performance and the durability of this smartphone. So here we go. This is the smartphone which we are actually reviewing. That's the Gionee Elife S5.5, the world's slimmest smartphone. And first off, we'll start off with the heating stuff. So as you can see, this room actually has a temperature of around 25 degrees, and when we start moving it onto the device, it's around 32 degrees. Let's check it out on the back, and it's around 38 degrees around the camera area. So that's around 42 degrees approximately on a basic usage. That's once in a while if you use this smartphone, and pretty high, I would say, considering that if you actually use this device for a limited period of time with some high-end application like some game or application which needs a lot of resources, then this device actually gets heated up a lot. Apart from that, when we talk about the performance point of view, you can check out that the device has no issues. It's pretty smooth, and when you go to the applications, if you want to switch to some game, you can quickly go to the game and start continuing playing that. You can switch to different applications. So overall, in terms of multitasking and switching to different applications, it's pretty good, and there's no issues as such in terms of the device getting hanged or something as such. Apart from that, when we checked the benchmark applications and did a few benchmark tests, we found that the device also has pretty good benchmark scores, and interestingly, it actually has a score of around 27,000, which is again pretty good compared to the pricing of the smartphone and the features it comes with. The only reason which I feel is that because of the whole processor and the stuff is actually packed into a very slim casing, and since it comes with a metal alloy frame, that's a magnesium alloy, and on the front and back it has the glass panel, it actually gets heated up the same way as the LG Nexus 4 actually was getting heated up, and that's the major con as of now, I would say, about the Gionee Elife S5.5. Now, apart from that, we also did a few phone calls and the quality was top-notch. We had no issues as such, and along with that, we also played a few games like the Asphalt 8, the Fast and Furious, and the Trigger and the Plants vs Zombies game, and they work flawlessly perfect. And the only issue which I had with this device was while holding it this way while playing the game, actually it was getting heating up this side. So probably if I start using a case, then that won't be an issue. But that's something which should not be fixed as of now in this device, because that's not a software issue, obviously it's a hardware issue. And apart from that, we had received a few questions on my Twitter feed and also the YouTube comment section. So let me go through them one by one and start answering them. So the first question was from Pritesh, and he said that since it's a Chinese brand, does the device come with Google Play Store pre-installed? Pritesh, you don't have to worry. It's not just a Chinese brand, it's a brand which is actually planning to go global, and that's the reason it comes with, yes, with the Play Store pre-installed, and you don't have to separately install the APK of this application. So that's going to clear your question. And apart from that, it says that does it support Indian languages like Hindi, Gujarati, etc. on the browser and Facebook? When I tested that, it didn't work out. It was not actually working up. So probably we need to install some different applications to get that thing done. Apart from that, is the software upgraded to the new latest Android versions in the future? Yes, there has been an update recently from the Gionee India team saying that the software development is actually on the go, and it should soon get the KitKat version available for your smartphone. The next question is from Shamir, who says that does this phone heat up fast, especially while playing games and charging sessions? Yes, it does get heated a lot while playing games, but while charging, it was not actually getting heated up the same way like the Galaxy S5 gets heated up, and it was pretty normal. So when you say that about the heating thing, it's actually only available or happening only when you are actually playing the games or using some high-end applications. Any news about the 100GB variant from the company which was announced initially? No updates as of now, and the company has clearly again mentioned that these smartphones are not even recommended to buy from the e-commerce stores in India, and they should be only bought from the local stores or else from the Gionee's official store. So, and when I checked there was no 32GB model available, and only 16GB model was available as of now. So no updates on that again. Somnath Majumdar had the same question talking about the heating issues, measuring it through the heat gun and normal basic gaming and internet usage. Somnath, again, when I did casual browsing, the device was recently, or you can say it was getting warm. It was not actually getting heated up the same way like the Galaxy S5 gets heated up, but it was pretty warm. But while playing games, obviously, as I've just mentioned earlier. And there's a question from Hitesh. He says, is it worth buying the Gionee S5.5 with Android 4.2 while other brands are providing the latest Android, that's KitKat, and in the same range? And kindly elaborate on the Amigo interface. So first, about the pricing point of view, I would actually recommend this device if you have no issues with the heating and the camera. Again, the camera review will be coming up tomorrow. We're actually capturing a lot of photos, and it's not again up to the mark when compared to the Gionee's E7, but again, that's a smartphone made for cameras, and this is again having a different feature, that's the thickness. And talking about the Android 4.2, the 4.4 is soon coming out according to the company, and it's almost going to be released soon. It's just under development, and if you are planning to buy a smartphone just for the latest software update, then you can go for it. And when you say about the Amigo interface, now that is something very interesting, because the first time I saw these Gionee smartphones, I was kind of not impressed with these smartphones, not in terms of the hardware but in terms of the software, because this is something which looks clearly impressed by the iPhone or the iOS platform, and the reason is that the smartphone doesn't, the OS or the Amigo UI actually doesn't have option of allowing you to install widgets on your home screen, doesn't have an app drawer, and has a different kind of UI itself. The moment you're on the home screen, you can directly swipe from the right towards the left to switch on the camera, and you have few other options. But again, this is something which is pretty hard. Like, if I have always been user of a Samsung smartphone on running on TouchWiz or a Sony smartphone, and when I switch through the Sony or LG or Samsung, it's kind of easy to understand, because the way the whole UI is, it's a little bit different, but overall it's pretty much same. But when you use this Amigo UI, it's not that polished, and it's kind of something new which you would like to use. And if you got time, that would be good to experiment and understand the options. But for a person who doesn't have time and just want to switch to different devices to just experience the new devices, I think it's something which is not that good. I didn't like the experience in Amigo, and according to the developer whom I just met a day back at the India Gadget Expo in Hyderabad, the developer team was actually mentioning that they are actually working on making it more user friendly and coming up with some interesting more options. And they also mentioned that the widget option would be coming up for the lock screen, not for the home screen again. But I don't know how many users would actually be liking the widget section on the lock screen but not on the home screen. But that's it. As of now, that's what the brand is working on, and that's what the company says. And let's wait and watch what's coming up with Amigo in the next version. So that's most of the questions which were asked to us in this first session. Keep posting your questions on my Twitter, that's at Amit Bhawani, or you can post it in the comment section of these videos and we'll be covering them. You can also go to a blog, the link in the description will help you out, wherein you can check out the whole review of the smartphone, and you can keep posting your questions there. So overall, when you talk about the device, it's pretty good. The only sad part again is that it actually gets heated up a lot as of now. We are still testing the battery, and that should be covered in the 4th day, that's on Monday. Tomorrow we will be posting the camera review and showing you all the camera captures which we have captured and the outputs which we had done. So if you have any questions on the camera or the heating stuff or probably the battery, let us know, and we'll be covering up in the next videos. So guys, this was a day 2 of the 5-day challenge using the Gionee S5.5 Android smartphone. Let me know in the comment section if you have any queries, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.